In this edition of Higher Ed Highlights, it was a busy Wednesday in Columbus for Chancellor Gardner, but one that provided several opportunities to interact with higher education stakeholders. The Chancellor kicked off the morning by welcoming attendees to a Rise and Thrive Campus Community Partnership event, coordinated by the Department of Mental Health and Addiction Services in collaboration with ODHE. Campuses from across the state were represented at the event, all of which received grant funding to devote to programs dealing with student mental health and wellness. The event provided an opportunity for attendees to celebrate their programs.
What I love about this event also is that we have 2-year colleges, public, 4-year universities, independent, nonprofit institutions working together, partnering together, part of the solution. And that's one thing I've always believed in, even when I was in the legislature, was basically saying, if you're in the state of Ohio, we want to support you and help you.
From the Rise and Thrive event, the Chancellor traveled to Ohio Dominican University, where he and Ohio Department of Health Director Dr. Bruce Vanderhoff joined presidents from around the state for a meeting of the Association of Independent Colleges and Universities of Ohio. Chancellor Gardner had a chance to catch up with several attendees before providing remarks and a short discussion time as part of the AICUO meeting. In the afternoon, Chancellor Gardner and Interim State Superintendent Dr. Stephanie Siddons were the guests for the latest Perspectives series presented by the Department of Administrative Services. Moderated by DAS Director Kathleen Madden, the conversation informed audience members about Ohio Department of Education and Ohio Department of Higher Education programs, initiatives, and partnerships that help students succeed along their secondary and post-secondary education pathways. You can watch the conversation in its entirety on the Ohio Channel website. Look for Higher Ed Highlights on the Ohio Department of Higher Education's YouTube page and through our Facebook page and Twitter feed, and check out our website at highered.ohio.gov. Thank you for watching, and come back next week for another round of Higher Ed Highlights.